What up, YouTube? Elleix coming back at you with another StarCraft 2 cast. Now, sit back, relax, and grab yourselves a cup of coffee because we are in for a bit of a longer game today. On the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have our yellow Protoss player, OwNaGe, and on the top right-hand side of the map, we have our pink Terran player, TalkingCamel. This is going to be a master level game, so a bit of a higher level than we are used to. If you are new to my channel, I do cast games from a wide range of leagues, going all the way down from bronze and up to masters. So if casual games are something you're interested in watching, please consider shooting me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Now back to the show. OwNaGe sending over a scout before he even started the gateway. So a man after my heart, a paranoid man, going for the scout before the gateway just to make sure there's no weird shenanigans going on. But as we can see, TalkingCamel opening up with something standard. He does have the barracks at the ramp of his main base. Nothing unusual. Is about to finish up the first refinery. Won't be mining off 2 refineries anytime soon. So OwNaGe spotting what is going to be a single refinery and a barracks in the main base. He should feel safe for the time being. There's not going to be any sort of proxy barracks play coming from our pink Terran player. So OwNaGe looks like he saw what he needed to see, and I thought he was going home, but no, he actually jukes the SCV and goes right back into the main base of the Terran player. But if he's not careful, TalkingCamel can lock him in right here. I think what OwNaGe wanted to see was the status of that second gas, and we'll see that there's only 1 gas mining for the pink Terran player, and OwNaGe just chilling with this probe. This probe is in a dangerous neighborhood right now. But he is being a pest. He's just scouting around. Man, OwNaGe going for the good scout, but I think this probe is as good as dead. We have the first Marine done already. And TalkingCamel able to lock him in right here, as we saw that supply depot rising just before the probe tried to exit. So great reaction time by TalkingCamel. I have played a few games with him, so I do know a few things about this man. He is a good StarCraft player, and he loves to expand like a madman. So we're going to see if that's what he's doing. This SCV actually, okay, I thought he was going for a very early third, but no, this is going to be a scouting SCV. And on the Protoss side of things, we do see the buildings on the cliff right here. This is likely to spot any sort of Reaper harassment. So OwNaGe going for a Stargate follow-up. I wonder if he's going to go for Oracle harassment and sending over an Adept. I think this is likely a scouting Adept, to be honest. This one Adept likely won't do much damage. If TalkingCamel is vigilant, will be able to lock the Adept out of his main base, and we see what is going to actually be Hellions coming out of this factory right here, double pumping out Hellions with that reactor. So TalkingCamel may be going for something. What is this? I wonder if this is going to be a Hellion pseudo proxy drop. He's going to use the starport for building a medevac and then pick up the Hellions and fly them into the main base of the Protoss player. I feel like that's what's going to happen. I think we're seeing some shenanigans. So even though OwNaGe scouted, he was paranoid. He's like, look, I saw what I needed to see. I see this is a normal game. Well, guess what, OwNaGe? This is not going to be a normal game, my friend. We have what is going to be 3 Hellions riding to this starport right here. And man, we have what is going to be the medevac. I think it's not going to finish before these Hellions get here. So these Hellions are just going to be kicking it for a minute. They're going to be like, hey, look, we're here. We did our job. Where's this medevac? We were told there was going to be a medevac, man. And we see what is going to be an Oracle followed by a Phoenix. I do like Phoenixes. They are very good utilitarian units, good for scouting, and if you have enough, actually really good for harassing mineral lines. But they can't shoot down. They can only pick up small units. And great reaction time by OwNaGe. We do see what is going to be the Hellion drop in the main base of the Protoss player. TalkingCamel being a nuisance, lifting the Hellions into the medevac, saving them briefly. But this Phoenix actually doing a great job at shutting down this push. Kind of a great job doing a great job at keeping the Hellions from getting away at the very least, or that's what I was gonna say. But this medevac actually survived. How many workers were killed right there? 17 workers killed in that drop. We're 5 minutes into the game and the Protoss player has lost. has lost 17 workers. That's insane. Man, TalkingCamel, what a killer start by our pink Terran player. We also have what is going to be the third command center building for TalkingCamel. We do have the third base already done for OwNaGe. Taking a look at the worker count, it is 45 workers to 37. So even though OwNaGe lost 17 workers, he's only effectively 9 workers behind right now. He's actually catching up a lot, only 7 workers behind, but pretty behind in army supply. It's almost double army supply for the Terran player. We do have what was, I believe that was an Oracle that died. Right there, this Oracle getting 1 kill. Taking a look at the workers killed, we do have what is going to be 0 workers killed for the Protoss player. So, TalkingCamel way ahead in this game economically speaking, I must say. Although this third base right here for the yellow Protoss player is going to keep him in this game, I think. This starport is still alive, but it's not really doing much. I wonder how long it's going to actually stay here. But man, that was a wild start. Taking a look, we have a bunch more gateways on the way for our Protoss player. We have Zealot Charge and +1 weapons on the way for OwNaGe, and for the pink Terran player, we have what is going to be Combat Shield and +1 ground weapons, infantry weapons. So I think TalkingCamel is going to be going for the bio play now. There are a lot of answers that Protoss have to bio. You have Colossi, you have Storms, you have Charge Zealots, you have a lot of answers, but Terran also has Ghosts. So I think we're going to see Ghosts in this game if TalkingCamel decides to go for the bio, because EMP takes away all the shields for the Protoss units, which is actually insane. We finally have the third base coming down for TalkingCamel. Worker count is now in favor of OwNaGe. 62 workers to 54 in favor of the yellow Protoss player. So even though he lost at this point 18 workers, he's still ahead in workers, and that is because of the early third base. TalkingCamel trying to get some damage done with these Widowmine drops. Oh, we have a cheeky Widowmine drop here. This is going to be a huge hit. Now we have 23 workers killed by the pink Terran player, bro. I would hate to go against TalkingCamel. I am so bad. I'm so bad at dealing with harassment, man. So if you guys ever see me on ladder, harass me, and I promise you I will lose the game just because I'm too old to multitask like this. But man, we have what is going to be the medevac just chilling in between the bases now. OwNaGe does have a starport, and he should realize that there is a medevac floating around in between his bases. Oh my god, what a huge hit, bro! 35 workers killed so far. We're now at 49 workers to 59 in favor of the Terran player. This is insane. So many workers killed. We're at 8 minutes into the game. It does look like TalkingCamel's starport was finally spotted, but these zealots don't shoot up, so they're just able to look at it. They're like, all right, you sentry, you deal with it, this tickle cannon, which is doing its best. You gotta respect it. And we have a big drop right here as well, or a small drop, I should say, but these Marines do have stim, and they are backed by the medevac. They're doing a ton of damage right now. So, you Terran players out there, if you have trouble going against Protoss, practice doing harassment, because medevac drops are just so strong if you know what you're doing. We have TalkingCamel actually trying to land this. He's like, it's probably safe right now. Is he actually going to let this land? No, he won't. It looks like the sentry actually blocking that, but the sentry is going to take literal years to kill this thing. So the starport is just floating around. Good pickup there by OwNaGe, taking out a medevac full of Marines right there. We have another push on the bottom middle side of the map. OwNaGe almost overextending, but running back. We do have what is going to be the Widowmines trying to do some damage right here, but this is just too many Marines for these Zealots to deal with. Zealots, Charge Zealots especially, are typically pretty good at dealing with Marines, but the stutter stepping, even with the charge, is just so good. A few of the Marines left to die, but actually able to take out some of these Zealots. So the control by TalkingCamel is actually insane right here, and we see what is going to be the fourth base just now finishing up for our pink Terran player. And TalkingCamel This is a wild game. What a show. We're at 10 minutes in. It's been action-packed so far. I want to take a sip of my coffee, but I can't because the game is just too nonstop. We have another push right here. These Marines, valiant effort trying to take out some of these zealots, but I don't think TalkingCamel actually took out any units in that engagement, but was able to keep his units alive as well. I would move these Widow Mines farther up, or what I think TalkingCamel is actually going to try and do is bait these army units for the Protoss player into his Widow Mines. Army supply is ahead for the Terran player by 10. We don't have a shield battery at this third base location either. It's something I would like to see, but it looks like the Terran player is actually being pushed back. OwNaGe finally able to break through that push and take out just a few of those Marines, and now it looks like he's going for the counterattack, which is typically what I would do, but something in my mind would tell me that it's possible TalkingCamel has too much for me to handle, but Charge Zealots are just so good at closing the distance to bio units, man. So, if you are a Protoss player and you have trouble with bio, get Charge Zealots and get Archons. I promise you, your life will change. We have what is going to be a bunch of SCVs to take out this Tickle Cannon. This Sentry running away, running for its life, may actually get away. No kidding. I thought that Sentry was as good as dead, bro. Oh my god, I feel like we should give it a name. Oh my god, what should we name him? We'll name him Jimbo. I did do a cast with, I believe it was a Terran player named Jimbo, but I also have a friend whose screen name is Jimbo as well. So Jimbo, this Sentry is dedicated to you. I'm going to try and keep my eyes on it. I like the placement of this observer right here, able to spot at least some of the positioning of the Terran army. And where's Jimbo? I'm going to keep him selected just so I know if he's alive or not. Jimbo actually has 1 kill. I'm not sure what that kill was. And we have what is going to be a big retreat of workers right here. So it's possible that oh my god, wait a minute. I think this command center is going to go down. It does go down, no kidding, and we have a push into what is I believe the 4th base of the Terran player, but this is a planetary fortress, which would be very difficult to take out, but OwNaGe able to shut down this 3rd base. But we also have what is going to be a 5th base taken for TalkingCamel. I guess it's technically the 4th base right now because the 3rd base is gone. And we have the single sentry, the lone sentry, Jimbo, still alive somehow. He's been on the opposing side of the map for so long. He's still alive too. Great force field on the ramp right here, but what TalkingCamel could do if he decided would be to lift his Marines, but I think that force field was actually doing more for the Terran player than it was doing for the Protoss player, to be honest, just because the Marines are so good at dealing with tier 1 units with that range. And I think Jimbo died. I got distracted. I think Jimbo's dead. Wait a minute. Nope, yeah, Jimbo's dead. This is not Jimbo. This is an imposter. This Sentry has 0 kills. So rest in peace, Jimbo. I tried to keep an eye on you. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Great use of that observer. You always want to keep an observer in your army, especially if you have Widow Mines on the field. It will clean up not only some map vision, but also some potential damage for that Terran player. Also, let's take a look at the workers killed right here. 49 workers killed total for the Terran player, 9 workers killed for the Protoss player. Oh my god, but this is a relatively small army. I think this is a more powerful army for our Protoss, and these Liberators are sieged up out of position, so OwNaGe able to take out some of those Liberators, but I thought for a second TalkingCamel was going to try and take out this 5th base for the Protoss player, but decides to retreat instead. Oh my god, army supply is in favor of the Protoss player. Worker supply is just about even, which is insane to me, just because Terran managed to kill 49 of the workers for Protoss. Oh my god, dude. Another Liberator goes down. We have a lot We have a lot of army units here for the Protoss player. I really don't think OwNaGe has to run away. I think he could just commit to this. Does he have Blink? Let's take a look at the upgrades. No, Blink is not finished. We have 2 armor and 1 attack for the Protoss player, and we have 2 attack and 1 armor for the Terran player. Blink would have actually been super, super helpful right here. It's almost finished. It's on the way. But Blink would have been tremendous in this engagement right here. But no, unfortunately, OwNaGe does not have Blink just yet. Man, this is still really anybody's game, which is kind of crazy to me considering how many workers Protoss lost. I feel like Protoss should have lost the game 10 minutes ago after he lost, I think it was 17 workers at the 5-minute mark. Absolute insanity, man. I would have tapped out. I would have seen all my workers die, go to an early grave. I'd be like, damn, well, great game, good game, well played. There's nothing I can do about that. Huge storms right here. The disruptor does go down before it can do any damage, and Blink is finally finished. OwNaGe almost getting the forward blink and surrounding that Terran army, but TalkingCamel seems to be on his back feet right now. This is a huge army for the Protoss player. I would like to see a bit more zealots as well. Taking a look at the minerals for TalkingCamel, this is insane. We have 9,000 floating minerals for TalkingCamel, but I think that's because he does not have a lot of gas, so the only thing he could use for with those minerals would be building Marines. I'd actually kind of like to see that. I think going mass Marine might be the move right here. If you have that many minerals, they're basically free. OwNaGe going for this planetary right here, but these SCVs doing their best to try and repair this, but no, it looks like they may go down. We see what is going to be an army right here for the Terran player. He could try to flank this Protoss army, or he could just sacrifice this base. Sounds like a lot of ghosts went down. What did I tell you guys? Ghosts were going to be in this game, but I think they died a bit prematurely right there. We have what is going to be a relatively big hit on that disruptor, but no. This planetary fortress only getting 7 kills, but I think OwNaGe overextending himself just a little bit right there. I think that army was more powerful than Terran's army. Taking a look at the upgrades, it's 2-2-4 for the Terran player, and it's 1-3 for the Protoss player. Blink and Charge are already finished. Charge has been on the field for quite a while at this point. Oh my god, dude. This game is so insane. It's so insane. I would like to see OwNaGe go for another expansion just because he has a bit of extra money. I'd really like to see TalkingCamel go for another expansion as well. He's doing a good job though. He spent 3,000 of his 9,000 minerals, so I really think it's the lack of gas that is causing that. We have what is going to be, I think this is going to be an orbital. This one is also, no, this one's going to be a planetary, so pretty good defenses right here. We have another command center going down. What base is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th base. Oh my god. TalkingCamel, you are expanding like a madman, which is no surprise to me. I did tell you guys, I played some games with this Terran player, and he expands like crazy, dude. This planetary with the 7 kills. It's not quite fully repaired, though. I would like to see a repair on that. We have what is Colossi on the field as well. Oh, man, I love this skin on the Colossi, bro. This looks sick. We have a bit of a lull in the game. OwNaGe expanding a bit close to his Terran opponent. These these players are now neighbors. Oh my god, worker supply is still in favor of the Protoss player, which again is so crazy to me. But no, wait a minute. When did this happen? We have actually 61 workers killed by the Protoss player, so we evened that out and then gave him some more. That is wild. It must have been during these engagements where all these SCVs were trying so hard to keep the planetary alive. This planetary finally goes down, but I think this was still a bit of an overextension by the Protoss player. He lost so many army units right there for free, basically. Resources lost, not too bad, actually. It's virtually even. 21,000 resources lost to 25,000. Slight favor for the pink Terran player. We have what is going to be +3 weapons on the way for the Terran player, and +3 weapons as well for, no, +2 weapons, sorry, for the Protoss player. decent storms right here. We also have the Colossi. TalkingCamel has to be really careful. He has no medevacs. He does have what is going to be the ghosts. And TalkingCamel actually able to just overpower this army. The Colossi will go down. We have what is going to be a huge warp in right here, but we have the ghost. He could try to get the EMP right here if he felt like it, but no, I think this is just too much for the Protoss player to handle. This third base location going down. I think this is actually the fourth base technically. I think OwNaGe took the other side as his third base. So this fourth base in jeopardy. We have a bunch of workers right here queued up, but no, this is actually really dangerous. OwNaGe may lose a ton of workers right here. TalkingCamel overstaying his welcome. OwNaGe able to push back this army. We have some dangerously low medevacs as well. One good blink could kill this. And the medevacs. What did I say? He didn't even need to blink. I do like that. I do like that effort by TalkingCamel, but those medevacs were dangerously low, so losing full medevacs right there, that hurts just a little bit. And I noticed that the starport has just been chilling right here this whole time. That is so funny. It was never taken care of. We still have the Stargate, but we have no air units to deal with it, so this the starport is just chilling right now. It's not really doing much, even in terms of scouting. So just a chillin' Terran building. Oh my God, where's this command center going? Is he gonna try and land right here? This would give him some scouting information. I think this command center is on a migration to an already occupied base right here. It's already saturated as well. Worker supply still in favor of the Protoss player. Taking a look at the workers killed right here. Oh my God, 97 workers killed by the Protoss player. He got his vengeance. He's like, you know what? Look, you killed so many of my workers in the early game. I have to return the favor. Oh man, will TalkingCamel get the cancel on this? He does, in fact, get the cancel. TalkingCamel not floating nearly as many resources right now. He's at 2,000 minerals instead of the 9,000, so able to finally spend his money just a little bit. The army supply is 113 to 85 in favor of the Pink Terran player, and bro, this is a lot. This is a lot, but we have a decent amount of Colossi, so oh no, these shield batteries, they are too late. They are not going to go down in time. We have some crazy EMPs right here taking out the shields for the Colossi, and now we have a big push out for TalkingCamel, able to overpower these Colossi. That is insane. Colossi, technically the answer to bio, but there's just not enough to support them. These probes all getting melted right here. Now this base going down. I have a feeling TalkingCamel's gonna try and occupy this one. Some big storms right here, able to soften up this army, and we have a lot of charge zealots to follow this up. Man, this game is so non-stop. I'm gonna lose my voice, bro. I can't even make jokes. I have to keep narrating what's happening. Oh my God. Man, but I am not used to casting master level games. I do technically cast them, as I said. I just, all the submitted replays are typically anywhere from silver to diamond is what I usually get. So this is a crazy change of pace. This game is wild, man. I need a sip of coffee right now. But holy crap, dude. I can tell you so many ways I would have lost this game. I would have lost this game like 5 times at this point. If I somehow stayed after losing all my workers, I would have lost after I started dealing with the Widow Mine harassment. I would have lost after losing my army to the planetary up here. But no, OwNaGe is still in this game. Master level players, man, they are just a different breed of StarCraft players. It's actually crazy the difference between diamond and master level players. It's wild, bro, because I'm a diamond level player, and there's no way I would stand a chance against TalkingCamel. You know what, TalkingCamel, maybe we should do a 1v1 and I'll post it on my channel just so we can see how badly I lose. I do like the use of storms, but I don't know if it's enough. This is just too much bio, and we have what is also going to be Vikings to take care of these Colossi right here. I really think OwNaGe is slowly getting starved out. The army supply, it's 84 to 132. Big lead for the Terran player. And this is a lot. This is a ton of units. And we have what is going to be a big possible engagement right here. OwNaGe realizing that this is not something he wants to deal with. This is so much. This is so much for the Terran player. And we have a small army for the Protoss player, man. I really don't know what he's going to do at this point. He is taking a base on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Maybe, you know what I would do at this point? Instead of trying to engage with this army, I would try to take out some of the bases for the Terran player, although these are planetary fortresses, which are very difficult to take out. I will say, another big engagement right here by the Terran player. There's a few storms, but we have good splits by TalkingCamel. These Colossi actually doing a ton of work on the left side of this engagement, but the right side of the engagement is still in favor of the Terran player. This is actually possible for Terran, for Protoss to hold off. Able to push this back, but at the cost of virtually his entire army. Oh my god, I did not expect OwNaGe to hold that off, but he does, and he has 2 more Colossi to back this up. He has a Disruptor as well. Oh my god, dude, this game is crazy. We have what is going to be the Observer right here. I didn't notice this, but this does give OwNaGe some good idea of the positioning of the Terran army. If he sees the direction that these army units are going, he can discern that they're probably going to the bottom right-hand side. As we see, they're all rallied going down to the bottom right. So this Observer actually giving OwNaGe a good sense of what's going on for the Terran player. Wow, that was actually some really good use of those Marauders. I thought those Marauders were accidentally attacking the Protoss, but no, able to snipe one of the High Templar. That's a pretty big hit. The High Templar with the Storm are a pretty dangerous unit, but I think OwNaGe is going for something a bit more immediate. You do have to wait for the High Templar to get their energy, so if you feel like you don't have time, go for the Archons, because the Archons do immediate damage, which is something that at this point OwNaGe may need. We have what is going to be 61 army supply to 106, still in favor of the Terran player, and TalkingCamel expanding like crazy. What did I tell you guys? This is so wild. We have a few ghosts right here getting a couple EMPs. They took away the energy and the shields for those High Templar. They do decide to morph into an Archon, but a little bit forward. The Disruptor pushing these units back. The Archon somehow morphing in and surviving just for a moment. This is going to be a big Disruptor hit, though. We have what is also going to be a Dark Templar mixed in with this army. Man, OwNaGe doing a great job at keeping himself in the game. I thought he lost this game for a while. Man, big Disruptor hit on those ghosts as well. Oh, man, bro. There's a few more Bayou units right here, and we also have what is going to be a lot of Liberators to shut this side of the map down right here. OwNaGe throwing out the GG and leaving the game, but that was wild. I really didn't know who was going to win that one. So, Master versus Master level game. Wild. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, please consider shooting me a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want me to cast any of your own games, I will leave my email in the description below. And I'll see you guys on the next one.